Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, COVID-19 changed a lot of industries, and one of the industries that it's shaking up is phlebotomy. That's mobile blood draws. We'll talk to the owner of a thriving local company next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, if you think back on the last time you had your blood work done, you probably went to some germy doctor's office or one of the big companies that you all know. Well, COVID-19 changed everything. I mean, we all got scared. We were hibernating in our homes, and that became a godsend for my next guest, Barry Hurley. He is with Filos Mobile Blood Collection. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Jeff. I really appreciate it.
I love your journey because you're an entrepreneur, and I am as well. We both started in our home. Mm-hmm. Tell us the journey. When did you start your company?
So I had worked with a company previously that was doing something similar to what we do now. And, you know, you go 6 months without a paycheck, you get your health insurance canceled, and you can't keep borrowing money. And the icing, I think, happened when my mother-in-law passed away. And when she did, I could kind of feel her presence and voice saying, like, get off your rear and take care of my daughter and my grandbaby, which is my wife and my daughter. And, you know, I took that journey, that step, and just everything fell into place. And I kind of took what didn't work and figured out what did work. And it's been a great journey ever since.
Give me some numbers, because you started with just 2 clients?
Yes. And now we're over 250. Separate doctors.
That's amazing. Yeah. And Barry is not just a great guest. I'm a customer of Barry's for the last several years. I've been having my blood drawn quarterly just so they can analyze it, make sure that I've got the right ingredients to be young and healthy. And Barry is so punctual. If I say I need a 7 a.m. appointment, he is there at 6:55 in my driveway. And it's very convenient. So I want to put up on the screen an article, because you were recently featured in Voyage Dallas. And that's got to be nice to finally be recognized for all this hard work.
It really is. Actually, one of our clients suggested us there, and it was great just to be able to tell the story and kind of get that, you know, on a personal level, especially during COVID. You know, when we've just really skyrocketed. You know, more people need this, especially with like the post-traumatic stress that they're dealing with. Of, you know, just the day-to-day routines. Things have changed drastically. So we want to be that new change along with everything.
And I can vouch, Barry and his team are very safe when it comes to COVID protocols. And that's something you really preach to your team, isn't it?
It really is. You know, we do a series of things. We monitor our temperature between appointments. We wear our masks. We have all of our proper protective equipment. And a majority of our team is fully vaccinated. We also sometimes, you know, I say, you know, take the extra mile, take some Lysol, just have a little bit of Lysol before you go in the home, kill out that bacteria.
Sure. We're going to show the how it works section from your website. So take us through this. How does it work?
It's very simple and very basic. We obtain your form from either your doctor, or if you have it, you can give it right to us. And then we send out a technician. We agree on a time. We send a technician to your home. They draw your blood. They bring it back to our office, and we get it directly to the lab.
That's incredible, and it's very convenient. And I was surprised at the pricing, because you know, you assume that you're going to pay more for convenience. Correct. It's really, really affordable, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. So we have, you know, Medicare, Medicaid patients using us, commercial insurance. And it really has become a very centralized kind of process, especially the way we've streamlined it, because we're not just sending a tech to the home. We're sending text confirmations, 24-hour confirmations, an email directly to your doctor. Everybody's on the same page on how this process works and where we're at in the process.
What do you see for the coming years? I mean, now that we're kind of coming out of COVID, hopefully, knock on wood, do you see us ever going back to the way we were as far as blood draw goes?
No, and the reason, I think that there's still going to be a desperate need for patient service centers. They have their place, but for people that don't want to go through situations like we had experienced last year, we had to go into a patient service center, won't name any names, but there were 15 people in a tiny room, maybe a quarter of the size of the studio. And this old lady I was talking with, she had been there for 45 minutes and there were still 3 people in front of her during the height of the pandemic. It's a very, very concerning thing. So this is definitely much safer and much more efficient than having to go and sit and wait and get yourself up in the morning. You know, you can't have your cup of coffee. Have that cup of coffee ready when we're there.
Sure.
And we'll get your blood draw, and after you're done, just drink it back.
Barry, when you started this with just 2 doctor clients, were you worried? I mean, those probably weren't enough doctor clients to feed your family.
Well, you know, coming off of 6 months without a paycheck, it was very, very tenuous, and I just wanted to kind of keep it low. And then it just really blew out of proportion. I didn't anticipate it becoming this busy or this successful. And now we've afforded our home. So,
Did you know you were such a good entrepreneur?
No. I think I'm a terrible entrepreneur, actually. I like to give people more for less.
I would disagree. Well, going from 2 clients to 250 clients in just a little over 2 years is pretty impressive. We're going to put your pricing sheet up on the screen. So this is with insurance or without insurance?
This is without insurance.
Okay.
So if you're just doing one laboratory, so if it's just going to go to LabCorp or just to Quest, just to CPL, any of those places, it's just going to be $50.
That's very affordable and incredibly convenient.
Right.
Okay, we're almost out of time. So final thoughts, what would you like to leave the audience with?
My biggest thing is what we do here is a lot safer, a lot better, a lot more convenient. You know, we're coming into your home, we're saving you the hassle, we're saving you the time, we're making this a much, much better streamlined process. The other thing is we treat you like an individual. You don't need to be another name on a piece of paper. And that is something that you can't avoid when you go into a very, very, very busy blood draw center. Here, you are independent. We're on your time. You're not on ours.
Wow. You've been a great guest, Barry. Thank you so much. We're going to end with the website. It's filoshealth.com is the website. Barry Hurley, the owner. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.